We were discussing the money multiplier when we're looking at financial markets, the case where we don't just have a central bank, but we also have a banking sector. So here we talked about the formula for the money multiplier. If we go back, we said it's 1 by C plus theta, 1 minus C in the text. And then we looked at its interpretation. K tells us how much overall money supply changes due to 1 unit change in monetary base. Now let's look at how we can use it to relate changes in overall money supply to changes in monetary base, where if monetary base changes by delta monetary base, then delta money supply, change in money supply is money multiplier times change in monetary base. Why? Because remember, money multiplier tells us how much overall money supply changes due to 1 unit change in monetary base. So if monetary base changes by this much, so if we just multiply to the money multiplier, we get the change in overall money supply. So the money multiplier allows us to relate changes in overall money supply to changes in monetary base. So let's look at an example. Assume the money multiplies 3.57. What does this tell us? If we go back to the interpretation, this tells us that overall money, that a $1 or a 1 unit, or say like $1 increase in monetary base will increase overall money supply by $3.57 if the units we're looking at are dollars. So if now the party says if the central bank increases monetary base by $300, what is the change in the overall money supply? So like we saw, okay, we can use the money multiplier to relate changes in money supply to changes in monetary base. So we know this holds true. The change in money supply is money multiplier times change in monetary base. Here the change in monetary base is 300. Money multiplier is 3.57. So we know change in money supply is just the money multiplier times change in monetary base. Because we know the money multiplier tells us, okay, a 1 unit change in monetary base is going to cause money supply to change by this much. So if monetary base changes by 300 units and you just multiply it with the money multiplier, you get the change in the money supply for that. And notice that the increase in money supply, which is 1007.1, is greater than the increase in monetary base of 300 because of the effect of our money multiplier of 3.57. Say if the central bank now wants to increase the money supply by 500. In part A, we were given a change in monetary base and we wanted to see how much what change does this lead to in the money supply, right? We were given change in monetary base, we wanted to find the change in money supply. Alternatively, here what we're given is we're given the change in money supply the central bank wants to achieve. And to achieve that, we want to find how much does it need to change monetary base. Again, we know we can use the money multiplier to relate changes in money supply to changes in monetary base, but this holds true. That change in money supply is money multiplier times change in monetary base. So in part A, we were given the change in monetary base and we wanted to find the change in the money supply it produces. Here we're given the change in the money supply 500 and we want to find the change in monetary base required to achieve this, given a money multiplier of 3.57. So here change in money supply is 500, money multiplies 3.57, and from here we can solve for the change in monetary base. Notice that since any change in monetary base will set a multiply process in motion, the increase in the monetary base of 140 that is required is less than the required increase in money supply 500 because of the money multiplier. In part A, we saw that the change in monetary base of 300 resulted in a larger change in money supply of 1071 because of the money multiplier. Similarly, because of the money multiplier, to achieve the required increase of 500, we need a smaller increase in monetary base of 140 because of the money multiplier. So in this way, we can use the money multiplier to relate changes in monetary base to changes in money supply, where the key equation that holds is that change in money supply is money multiplier times change in monetary base. We could be given the change in monetary base and we can be asked to find the change in money supply required. We can be asked to find the change in money supply that it produces. Like we did in part A, we were given the change in monetary base of 300. We wanted to find the change in money supply it produces. Alternatively, we could be given the change in money supply and we can be asked to find the change in monetary base required to achieve it, like part B. We were told we wanted to increase money supply by 500 and we wanted to see what change in monetary base will help us achieve that. The key equation to remember is this: change in money supply is money multiplier times change in monetary base.